Hi, today's disability benefit tip is your date of disability must be supported. And Stephen, choosing the date of disability when filing for short-term or long-term disability benefits is critical. Why is it such an important decision in terms of moving forward with a disability insurance claim?
Because it has to be supported in the sense that, medically speaking, your condition is preventing you from performing the duties of your occupation. And barring getting into an accident where you need surgery and there's this and that, there are times that people will say, I'm in so much pain I need to stop working, but they haven't been to a doctor yet to be able to document what's going on. And the insurance company will argue at the time of that disability, you weren't under the care of a doctor. We don't have any information to support your restrictions and limitations. So understanding how that can work, and that's not even getting into concerns about pre-existing conditions or things like that, but just making sure that that date of disability is supported medically speaking.
And when we say supported, is one doctor's visit enough? If someone's having back pain and they go, I went to the doctor once and now I'm...
No, unfortunately, you're going to need a level of care that shows that this has been an ongoing problem. And that gets nuanced as well, because the insurance companies may argue, well, you've been able to work with this, what's changed? So it is very strategic in determining what that date that you go out on is, or when it started. So there's really no clear-cut, easy answer. This is a very long answer to a multitude of potential scenarios, but having that support for that date of disability, without it, the likelihood of success with your claim is limited at best.
Right, and I know when people call us and say, hey, what do you think my date of disability would be? The first thing I say is, I haven't seen your medical records. And what people need to understand, and the reason we say that is, but for you getting hit by a bus or some kind of really serious accident, you break something and you're in a cast, that's easy. It's the date of the injury. But most of the claims are these chronic medical conditions where you've been suffering over a period of time. So those aren't so easy. You have to have the medical records, and then it's only as good as how the claim looks on paper, because the disability company is going to get all the medical records. They're going to get the date that you say you couldn't work. They're going to get your occupational duties, letters from your employer, or whatever you were doing. Look at your occupation, look at your calendar, all of those different types of things. And they're going to try to formulate a date of disability and see if it's supported. So that's the analysis that we have to do. But for an injury, it's an analysis that has to be done, and it's got to be supported. And you also have to look at the policy language too, to make sure that you're choosing a date, especially if you're in a group ERISA coverage, because what if someone gets fired and then says, oh, I chose the day after, no coverage, no claim.
Yep.
So there's legal technicalities as well. Pre-existing conditions you talked about. We have so many people who have a pre-existing condition, which is okay, but usually you have to have coverage for at least 12 months. We've seen people who on day 364, whereas if they said my date of disability was 365, they were fine, but 364, no. So those are all parts of the things that we do when we help claimants. No matter where you live in the country, if you have a question about your long-term disability insurance claim, feel free to reach out to myself or Stephen. We're always going to provide you with an initial free consultation to review your policy or your disability claim. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking subscribe below. We always put out these videos on a weekly basis. We have lots of information on our website specific about your disability company, your medical condition, your occupation. We encourage you to use the search feature on our website. We want you and we encourage you to reach out to us should you need our help, and we look forward to the opportunity to speak with you in the future.